So, we are in the midst of the worst drug crisis in U.S. history. Last year, more than 70,000 Americans died from fentanyl, a drug that is 50 times more powerful than heroin. 60 Minutes investigated the root causes of this crisis.
I think he was just out having a good time and made a stupid mistake.
You know, the experimental days of taking drugs in college are over. All the pills are laced with fentanyl.
Sounds like you've had a crash course in learning about fentanyl.
Absolutely. At the rate that fentanyl is killing people in this country, it is absolutely ludicrous that this is not on the front page of every newspaper and every news broadcast daily.
Well, 60 Minutes correspondent Bill Whitaker is here with me in Studio 57. I have to say, it's so good to have you here. We were talking a little bit in the break about how we've had so many conversations about the opioid crisis. It's like the fentanyl crisis just sort of slipped in right behind. You've spent a lot of time covering the southern border in your career, and you went to sort of one of the main entry points, right, for this drug. What surprised you the most?
We went down to the port of San Ysidro. It's the busiest port of entry in the Western Hemisphere. It's the port between Southern California, between San Diego and Tijuana. And I think the thing that surprised me the most was sort of contrary to what seems to be popular belief, certainly public discourse, is that 90% of the fentanyl that's flooding into the United States comes through those ports of entry. Those busy, busy ports of entry with all the cars, not through the desert where the wall might have an effect, but through those busy ports of entry. Right. And the other thing that I found most surprising is that 2/3 of the smugglers, 2/3 of the people picked up for smuggling fentanyl across the border are American citizens.
Really? 2/3?
2/3.
That is surprising. In a way, I'm not surprised that one of the busiest ports of entries would be a great place to smuggle in drugs because, I mean, people are going on vacation, they're coming back and forth with their family. It's busy.
It's busy.
So the odds are in your favor that something's going to slip through, but that Americans are so actively involved is shocking to me. You spent some time with U.S. Customs and Border Protection, Acting Commissioner Troy Miller. He actually took you inside, I guess, this top secret drug vault. What did you find? What did you see there?
It's a secure vault, huge, warehouse-size vault, full of drugs that have been confiscated coming across the border. Full. There's cocaine, marijuana, methamphetamine, but more and more, at least since about 2016, more and more fentanyl. You go down the aisle and it's a box of fentanyl, 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 fentanyl. This huge warehouse. They showed us a bag of pills, thousands of pills in one plastic bag. And the pills are made by the cartels to look almost exactly like, I would dare you to try to find a difference. They look exactly like the prescription drugs that they're mimicking. They look like a Xanax. They look like a Percocet. They look like Adderall, but they're fentanyl, and they can kill.
And so we haven't actually talked about this. When we were talking in the break, you know, you talked about how the opioid crisis sort of was basically a direct road to the fentanyl crisis. So I guess it's interesting that I thought you were going to say they look like candy. They look like prescription medication. Yeah.
Some of them do look like candy. Some of them they make in rainbow colors just to make them attractive for younger people. But as you were saying, the fentanyl, the opioid crisis. Yeah. So many Americans became addicted to opioids during the crisis that when the U.S. government clamped down on the companies, and many of the companies were sued by communities that had been ravaged by the crisis, the number of legal prescription opioids was cut way back. But that left a generation of Americans addicted to these opioids. And in comes the cartels, with these fentanyl pills. You know, you need something to hit your addiction, to cure your addiction. Here, take these fentanyl pills. It'll do the same thing. You'll have a tremendous high, and it'll make you feel better for a minute, but then you're hooked on this.
it sounds almost worse than.
Hard to say.
It's hard to say.
It's hard to say. An addiction is an addiction, but the fentanyl is killing people, and 70,000 a year. 70,000 in a year.
It's a mind-boggling number. Bill Whitaker, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's an interesting conversation.